What's good? What's happening? I'm just coming on through because y'all know I love coming through. I love having discussions with you. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We hanging. I got all my platforms going. Oh, also too, put hashtag SSS in the comments to get the super stomach shredder membership. Yeah, we gonna drop 25 pounds before Halloween. How about that? How about that? So put hashtag SSS in the comments to check your DMs. The Kenya 5 bot is going to hook you up. I'm going to drop in probably tomorrow to come say hello to you. But again, we're just going to get your information and see what you need. Also, congratulations to Alicia Farley, down 80 pounds. Got my girl, Jaquita, who done lost, 60 pounds. Shout out to Quita. I just love saying Quita. Look, and T, I see Tia Leah up in here. T, tell the people how many pounds you done dropped so far. She done dropped 5 more this week, y'all. She done dropped 5 more this week. T, tell them how many pounds you done lost. T, gonna wait for T to come up in here, up in here, up in here, up in here, up in here. She about to drop the number 25 pounds. Give them a big round of applause. So if you want to be like Quita, you want to be like Alicia, and you want to drop and you want to look good and you want to look absolutely amazing, yeah, make sure you hop on that Super Stomach Shredder membership. Everybody, look, like Alicia saying, everybody winning right here because that's the expectation of the page and of the program for you to win. Okay, so tonight I want to talk about weight loss and dating because I need you to date essentially on the same level as you're living life and as you're leveling up everything from your look to your money, you leveling up your mindset, your confidence. But here's what I want to put into your spirit. Okay, I need everything to look alike. Feel me on this. Feel me on this. So with the weight loss, and I've always said this, I'm getting you queued up to get booed up. One of the things that I take pride in is basically taking a woman, making her look and feel absolutely amazing. Okay. So much so that she doesn't have to chase anymore. She attracts now. So with that being said, I take pride in the amount of bricks over the last 20 years who have gotten married after they've lost the weight, after they've gained the confidence. And again, that's one of my driving forces in life, basically to get you queued up and booed up to basically deal with who you want to deal with versus hoping somebody chooses you. Basically, the goal is to make you so attractive that you become irresistible and you go from being a nice to have to a must have. Now, too much is given, much is expected. So with that being said, okay, you can't date the way you used to. Let me explain. There's probably been a few times you've dealt with people that you shouldn't have dealt with. But you dealt with them anyway, all because they caught you at the right time. You weren't feeling yourself. You weren't feeling good about nothing. You didn't like how you looked, and you just accepted the worst. Alicia put it, toes. You stepping on my toes. Yes, I'm stepping on your toes. You accepted folks that if you were at your best, if you were at your prime, they never would even got time. But because they caught you when you were vulnerable, when you weren't feeling yourself, when you didn't know your worth, when you didn't know your value, you gave yourself to folks who were undeserving. Okay. Now that we know better, we got to do better. Okay. First of all, you got to understand that you're top tier. You're top tier. If you're a 10 and you know you're a 10, put 10 in the comments for me, please. Put 10 in the comments. I'm going to show you something. Put 10 in the comments if you know you're a 10. And I'm not just talking about physically. I'm talking about all around. Because, see, I'm an all-around type person because I've dealt with people throughout the years who were a 10 in terms of how they look, but personality was a 2. Kindness, 2. Being loving and caring, 2, 3. Look like a 10. But everything else is like 2, 3s. Okay, I'm seeing the 10s. Okay, now with that being said, for the folks who put 10s, and for the people who are going to watch this down the line, okay, I'm going to need for you, moving forward, to only deal with 10s. And again, I'm not just talking about looks. I'm talking about the total package. They got everything together. They have a great personality. They have a kind and giving spirit. They look good also. But they got it all together because you're a 10. Because what you've been doing is, okay, even when you were a 7 or even when you were feeling like a 6, you would let a 3 snatch you up. You'd let a 4 snatch you up. Am I lying? You'd let folks who were beneath you, lower in value, claim you, go out with you and whatever with you. And here's the worst thing, and here's and when I say this, you probably gonna be like, yeah, you tell the truth. Now, is there anything worse than to be ghosted or dumped by somebody lesser than you? Is there anything worse? Throw your hand up if you've experienced that. A person you gave a chance to. That's what y'all always like to say whenever y'all date beneath your standard. I'm just gonna give him a chance. I'm gonna give him a chance. Now, you know what? Everybody deserves a chance. But then when they ghost you, then they make you feel a certain way. Like, dang, you start questioning yourself. Like, am I really up here? Because I got ghosted by somebody that I saw was being down here, and I'm giving them a chance. So that must mean I'm down here. So what I'm saying is, ultimately, when you discover and you admit who you are, and you come into your own, we're not going backwards. Put in the comments, I'm not going back. Because I've had situations to where I would help somebody lose 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds, 100 pounds, only for them to give themselves away to the circle around gang. Let me explain the circle around gang. I like to call them the vulture crew. Let me explain. You got folks in your life who circle around in their minds because you've given up on yourself. In their minds, you've given up on yourself. They feel like, well, I don't have to commit to her because all I have to do is just circle back around. Ain't nobody gonna commit to that. She ain't committed to that, so shoot, nobody else will be. So I can kind of like be a free agent and I can circle around. I don't have to commit to you at all. I just pop in, show you a good time every once in a while, make you feel like I'm kind of sort of interested. Then I disappear for a little bit. And then when the time is right and everybody else did shut me off, I'm going to swoop back around. Okay. No more dealing with the swoopers. Can we agree? You can't. It's kind of like this. And this is what I've discovered. This is a God thing right here I'm about to drop on you. Okay. Now, when you hold on to old stuff, you can't get to your new stuff. Because a lot of people that you hold on to, they're kind of like your security blanket. It's kind of like when people say, well, the hell I know is better than the hell I don't know. Well, if you always focused on hell, you'll never get to heaven. So you hold on to them because they're security. You know they ain't no good. You know what they're about. You know they'll turn on a dime on you. But you know them, and you've known them for 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years. You might have had a kid with them. Okay, it's time to let that go. You'll never get to the new stuff if you're always holding on to the old stuff. It's time to relinquish the old folks. Make room for the new folks, for the new candidates. Because again, we've experienced the old candidates. You're a new person, you're looking good, you're feeling good, you're confident. Why give that away to somebody you've already experienced? We've seen that show. We've been to that movie. We know how it ends. Which goes to my last point. You got to get out more. I'm going to stress this forever. You got to get out more. That's why you keep fooling with the same old people. Because you don't want to go out. You don't want to try different stuff. You don't want to go different places. But that's where your blessings are. In those new places that you've never experienced. Take the parking brake off. It's time to start experiencing new. Because if you're a new person, you're a new creature, you're looking new attitude, you got to go to new. You can't do all of this new stuff and make all of these transformations and go back to the same old places. Can we agree? So, moving forward, since we got a new attitude, since we got a new body, we got a new spirit, everything should be on that level. We need to experience new. If you agree to start experiencing new things with new people and relinquishing old stuff, put the word new in the comment section for me, please, because again, I need for you to experience new. Oh, please say that. I'm reading the comments section, and somebody put, especially if the old people are not growing with you. Okay, that was good. Because here's the thing. A lot of people have stopped growing. Now, keep in mind, if you're not growing, you're dying. Point blank, period. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. If you're not growing, you're dying. Point blank, period. So you're going to want somebody who aspires for better things, because there's nothing worse. And see, a lot of people think being equally yoked is basically, I'm a Christian, you're a Christian, we like this, we like that. No, it also means, it also entails that if I'm growing, if I'm getting better, you're getting better too. You're looking for your next level self too, because there's nothing worse, and you probably experienced it. There's nothing worse than for you to try to grow and get better, but folks who claim that they love you get mad at you and get bothered with you because they feel like you're trying to outgrow them. Again, they're done with life and get bothered whenever you try to improve your life. You don't want to be booed up with that, because anytime somebody makes you feel bad about doing good, you're with the wrong person. You'll hear me say it all the time. You can do the right thing with the wrong person. You can do the right thing with the wrong person, and that thing be wrong all day long. But if you do the right thing with the right person, then that's when you get the right results. That's when you get positive results. But again, you got to get with people who are still growing, who are trying to get better, who sees the value in taking care of their bodies, working out, reading, learning, going to seminars, listening to stuff, doing stuff outside of just sitting somewhere and dying. Because the folks who don't have any passion, who don't have a growth-minded mindset, that's all they're doing. They're dying. You don't want to be with somebody who's dying, who's not getting better. So make sure you get with folks. Make sure you get with a person who has that same mindset, that same self-development mindset as you do, because you want to be going in the same direction. Because here's the thing, the greatest thing and the greatest decision you'll probably make in your life is the person you marry. That alone will be the greatest decision. So you better choose wisely, because if you choose right, oh, it's beautiful. But if you choose wrong, oh, you already know. But let me say it again. If you choose right and you get this thing right and you grow together and you get better together, you have my solemn word that the years that's in front of you will be better than your latter years. Absolutely. Look, absolutely. Trust me, from a married man, I'm telling you, marriage is a beautiful thing. My only regret is that I didn't do it sooner. That's what happens when you marry good. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get you somebody on your level, on your status level. Again, not just looks, but the total package. Because looks will fade. But here's the thing: if you got somebody who has everything, who knows how to support you and feed you and make sure that you're good, you're set for the rest of your life. So let's go. That's what we're searching for. That's what we're seeking. And again, we're gonna level up everything. Amen. Amen. So thank y'all for hanging with me. And again, if you want to join the program, just play hashtag SSS in the comment section to get my super stomach shred membership, so you can look amazing like Alicia. So you can look amazing like T, and all of my other bricks who are just absolutely crushing the program. And again, we're getting ready to crush and decimate the fall. So if you're trying to lose 20 pounds quickly, if you want to look snatch quickly, if your number one problem area is your belly, come on. If you're trying to attract better, if you're trying to level up your look in your life, because again, this is a holistic program to where we work on everything. The body part is easy. I can do that in my sleep. But I want you to be good. Let me strike that. I want you to be great in every area of your life. That's why we're here. Okay? We're here to make each other better. And that's what we do. So that's what's up. Thank y'all for hanging. Love y'all. Be good. I'm gone.